Good evening, friends. Greetings from Ishita Ray, Assistant Professor, Department of Zoology, Sarsuna College, University of Calcutta. Today we are going to discuss about the different types of immunity present in our body. Now, what is the function of the immune system? The major and the most important, that is the only function of the immune system, is to protect our body from foreign molecules. Now, immune system employs two strategies to defend or to protect ourselves from the invading foreign molecules. These two strategies come under the two headings like innate immunity and adaptive immunity. Now, what is innate immunity? Innate, the word innate means inborn. So, the immunity which every individual is inborn with, or he or she takes birth with it, that is referred to as the innate immunity. This branch of immunity actually provides the first line of defense against any invading foreign molecule. Now, this immunity is non-specific immunity. What do we mean by the term non-specific? Non-specific means it does not invoke or it does not activate the specific branch of immunity, that is the T cell and the B cell. Another important factor of this innate immunity is that it does not elicit immunological memory. That means, for example, when a foreign molecule has entered our body, the innate immunity components will be the first ones to provide a defense against it. It will strive, the innate immunity components will strive to protect ourselves from it, but it does not generate any memory. That means second time that foreign organism again enters our body, again the innate immunity has to start functioning. So we can say that though innate immunity does not provide any specificity, does not provide any immunological memory, but still it is extremely important because it protects our body from the day-to-day invasion of foreign organisms into our body. Now, it is very quick to react. It does not require long time for its activation. Now let us see what are the components of the innate immunity. As we can see in the picture, the innate immunity consists of the following cellular components like macrophage, neutrophil, eosinophil, basophil, dendritic cell. Now friends, macrophage, neutrophil, eosinophil and basophil, these are all different types of WBC or white blood cells. Now, neutrophil, eosinophil and basophil, we are acquainted with these blood cells, with these WBCs as granulocytes. They are present in our peripheral blood and they are very active cells providing first line of defense against any invading microorganisms or any invading foreign molecules. Now, macrophage is the cell which is present, it is also on the WBC, it is present in the tissues. Now, what are the main strategies employed by the innate immunity cells? The main strategies employed by the innate immunity cells, especially the most prevalent, that is the neutrophil. We know that in the peripheral blood, per 100 cells of WBC, there are 60 to 70 neutrophils. So, neutrophils, what strategies do they employ? They do the function of phagocytosis. They are the most active, potent phagocytic cells of the innate immune system. So, neutrophils provide defense against any invading foreign organisms by the property of its phagocytosis. Now, let us come to the eosinophil. Eosinophil is also a granulocyte, that is a peripheral WBC. Now, its function is to provide protection against against parasitic organisms. Now, basophils provide protection, or better to say, they elicit hypersensitive or allergic reactions. Now we come to the macrophage. What is macrophage? Macrophage is a very important phagocytic cell of our immune system which is present in the different tissues. So this branch of immunity Though it is non-specific, as I have already said, it does not elicit any memory, but still is extremely important because it provides the quickest response against the day-to-day invasion of foreign organisms inside our body. Okay. Now let us come to the most specific component, that is the adaptive immunity. Now adaptive immunity is a specific component of our immune system. It requires time to get activated, and it elicits, the most important feature of adaptive immunity is that it elicits immunological memory. Now why does it take time to activate the adaptive immunity? Because the cells involved in the adaptive immunity, like the T cell or the B cell, they require activation, and this activation requires the time. Now what is the function of the adaptive immunity? There are 4 things basically which we see in adaptive immunity. I mean 4 features actually. The first feature is self versus non-self recognition. That means when a foreign molecule has entered our body, there are different molecules of the adaptive immunity which will distinguish those molecules as the foreign molecule, that is, they are the non-self molecules. Once the non-self molecules are distinguished, they will be presented to a very important cell of the adaptive immunity, which is called the T cell. Once the foreign molecule, or we can say the antigen, is presented to the T cell. Now here I would like to say that T cells are of 2 types, TH cell, TC cell. So once the antigen is presented to the TH cell gets activated, and in turn it will activate the 2 other cells of the adaptive immunity, that is the B cell and the TC cell, that is the cytotoxic T cell. So once the B cell gets activated, friends, B cell starts producing antibodies specific to that foreign molecule or the antigen, as we have seen in the picture. And the cytotoxic T cell, though it is not in the diagram, still I would like to stress, the cytotoxic T cell produces cytokines to act against the foreign molecule or the antigen. Now why do we say that adaptive immunity has immunologic memory? Why? Because once an antigen has been recognized by the T cell or the B cell and action against it has been taken in the form of cytokine or in the form of antibodies, second time exposure to the same antigen results in a faster activation, or is a faster response from the adaptive immunity cells. Like the moment the second time exposure of that antigen will occur, B cell has already developed antibodies against it. So the second time, the antigen which has entered for the second time will be dealt upon by those antibodies already prepared against it. So that's why adaptive immunity provides a long-term defense, a long-term protection against any particular foreign molecule. Now as we can see that both the innate and adaptive immunity, they are very important. Innate immunity, as it provides the first line of defense, adaptive immunity, it provides immunological memory, very specific. Now I would like to stress another thing also, that the innate immunity is same in all members of a species, whereas adaptive immunity varies from individual to individual. So without these branches of immunity, our immune system will not be able to function. So we need to understand both the immunity systems, the cells very well, in order to understand how the immune system is coping, or day to day it is protecting against the regular invasion of foreign molecules inside our body. Thank you.